Kickoff starts now.
On to what I would call the second best, or maybe even the best player on the Bears secondary, Kyle Fuller. Both of them actually declined in 2019. So not really about his decline, but what do you think his ceiling is in 2019? Because unlike Eddie Jackson had one great season in 2018. So while I do think he's a great player, I think there's a greater risk that Jackson falls off than Kyle Fuller, just because Kyle Fuller has been more consistently good. So what do you think Fuller's ceiling is, meaning the lowest possible that he can perform? His floor is the lowest possible. So what do you think his floor is, the lowest possible that he can perform? And what is his ceiling? Like, how many interceptions is like the highest possible? And also, what do you just expect him? How do you expect him to produce?
So honestly, for him, I feel like the type of player who's more consistent. Obviously, he dropped off last year. He went from 7 interceptions to 3, but it was very different because his 3 interceptions were 3 genuine interceptions, and he did still play very good defense. I would say he was one of the brighter spots on their defense. And I feel like, in general, Kyle Fuller in the past 3 years has been a very consistent part of this defense. And I think that my ceiling for him is like what he did in 2018, 7 interceptions, a dominant cornerback. But in reality, that's not what I really think he'll do. And my floor is pretty much what he did last year. He had 3 interceptions, and it wasn't as good.
Yeah, it's not like he was a terrible cornerback last year at all.
Exactly. But he's the type of player that I feel like he's very good, but at the same time, his ceiling isn't higher than what it's ever been, and his floor isn't lower than anything that it's ever been.
So you think he's going to be like, as he's always been, nothing's going to change this year?
I don't think that much is going to change with him. I think that he'll have 4 to 5 interceptions because obviously the defense will be better, and everything else will go around from that. I think he'll still be a great cornerback. Will still play very well.
Okay.
If you enjoyed this episode of From the Den, please remember to subscribe, comment, and like this video.
Or, if you're a Packers fan, remember to dislike and leave a nasty comment. Click the links on the screen to access additional content.